I'm gonna tell y'all the truth about Canelo. Easy, man. Cakewalk. Easy. Y'all sitting up here, y'all praising this dude. This dude was nothing.
We back in the gym. And I got my hair done. Shout out to the braider. My hang time. We've been working all day. All day we've been working, baby.
Yeah, the size, the power of Canelo, he's got the guy. Then all of a sudden you go back and you say, wait a minute. The other guy's faster. The other guy's craftier.
After seeing concerning new workout footage, Floyd Mayweather reportedly advised Canelo to avoid Terence Crawford. According to reports, Mayweather was taken aback by Crawford's lightning-fast speed, deft movement, and brilliant combinations. Quick, accurate footwork and clear combinations, Crawford appears crisper and more focused in the released video than most people anticipated.
That we can't overlook. You never overlook any opponent. We can't base everything just off power.
Floyd. Mayweather has never held back from making audacious assertions, and his remarks against Canelo Alvarez are no different. Mayweather reminded the world that he was already 40 years old when he decisively defeated Canelo in their 2013 fight. In the ring, he underlined how effortlessly he dealt with Canelo, implying that the Mexican celebrity is overpriced even. If he is past his prime, Floyd believes that Canelo's behavior when they first met does not match the tremendous acclaim he receives. It serves as a sobering reminder that brains, experience, timing may triumph over youth and physical might.
You can take a guy like Canelo, this guy can do, he can pick and choose who he want to fight. And I'm gonna tell y'all the truth about Canelo. Easy, man. Cakewalk. Easy. Y'all sitting up here, y'all praising this dude. This dude was nothing. I was almost 40 years old when I cooked this dude. Easy. Y'all always disrespecting our fighters.
Live, only on DAZN, June 28th. Jake Paul versus Chavez Jr. Buy now at DAZN.com/box.
Mayweather has had doubts about Canelo Alvarez's physical development for a long time, publicly accused Canelo of using steroids, pointing to the fighter's 2018 drug test failure as an unavoidable flaw. Mayweather, who has based his reputation on self-control and fair play, identified Canelo's physical and performance irregularities as warning signs. For Floyd, maintaining the sport's integrity is more important than personal competition. Allegations like as these, in his opinion, cloud every victory Canelo achieves, particularly when facing smaller or less physically powerful opponents.
Canelo, and the list goes on and on about athletes that's been cheating.
Been accused of cheating or been proven?
No, been proven too.
It's been proven. This been proven.
Yeah.
Oh, well, Canelo. Oh shit.
This been proven.
Lance Armstrong.
Okay. And then Canelo talking about it was the steak that it was the meat that he was eating. So okay, now you eating. I guess you're eating steroid cows. Man, these boys kill me.
The excitement around Crawford's ascent gained an exciting new dimension with Jeff Mayweather. He believes that even someone of Floyd's quality might be seriously threatened by Terence Crawford's degree of talent and variety. He pointed out that Floyd is still in superb shape, maintaining his training skills and being involved in the sport. Jeff said that if Crawford were to defeat Canelo in a convincing manner, a fight between him and Floyd may not only be feasible, but also much desired. Such conjecture heightens the sense of expectancy and establishes Crawford as the link between historical brilliance and contemporary grandeur.
Everybody acting like Bud is the second coming of Mayweather. Y'all got the game fucked up. Mayweather actually didn't get hit. Bud gets hit by dudes that, like, who on Bud's resume is an equivalent of someone on Floyd's resume? So that's it right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, Floyd not getting hit by elites, Bud getting hit by non-elites, and somehow y'all think Canelo not about to touch him.
Tensions increased when Terence Crawford unexpectedly shoved Canelo Alvarez during their latest altercation. Canelo replied with a smile and acknowledged that he felt more motivated, far from being startled. Despite being dramatic, the event intensified an already intense buildup. According to the panel's assessment, he lives on pressure and conflict, and the incident strengthened his resolve. It was more than a publicity stunt. Expectations for their combat were raised by the psychological moment that caused both boxers to become more involved.
Canelo, what did you think about the shove, that moment that happened on stage?
I'm turning on right now.
Right? Yeah. Did it make you want to go harder for the 13?
I don't know, but made me feel more excited.
Love it.
I'm gonna train so hard.
The impact Mayweather had on Crawford's development has never been concealed. It involves adopting a mentality rather than just replicating tactics. Floyd Crawford has arranged his work in a way that keeps him in charge, bargaining wisely, developing his brand, and being committed to long-term objectives. He has embraced discipline and attention to detail in training, making every step matter. Although the two warriors have different personalities, there is a commonality in their mental models. Win not just in the ring, but also in the boxing industry by outwitting your opponent and controlling the conversation.
But I know how you is. You be sizing niggas up, bro. Keep it a stack. Did you in your head size up Floyd? Like, you know what I'm saying? If we was ever keep it real, bro. Keep it real.
I'm never that type of guy. I think that's some grimy shit. Always been happy for him, been a fan of his, and I never imagined us fight.
Yeah.
I never looked at him like, man, I know I'll be this.
But you capping, bro. I never thought like fantasy fight me versus Floyd. Nah.
Never. I never just was with a person and looked at him like, man, I'll be this. Never. That's some hating type shit to me.
Yeah, like plotting.
I ain't never been that type of person ever.
Floyd draws on personal experience while discussing strategy. His triumph over Canelo is still seen as a textbook example of how to use cunning rather than force to overcome a formidable opponent. Floyd gave Crawford some very plain advice. Avoid arguing with Canelo over power. Instead, undermine his self-assurance by using awareness and rhythm in your movements. Given his reputation for adapting in the middle of a fight, Crawford appears to be in a unique position to heed this advice. The goal of the battle is to see who can think more quickly and adjust better under duress, not who can hit harder. Floyd thinks Crawford can excel in that situation.
Terence Crawford jumping up from 154 to 168 and beating this quote-unquote version of Canelo Alvarez would diminish the accomplishment that Floyd Mayweather accomplished beating his version of Canelo Alvarez. Is it two different versions of Canelo Alvarez? And obviously, Canelo Alvarez is 62 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws, 39 big wins by way of knockout. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. He is obviously bigger. When Floyd fought him, it was at 152 catch weight, but it had no rehydration clause. So you might as well just say it was at 154. Now, two things they have in common is that Floyd Mayweather was 36, 37 years of age. Terence Crawford is 37 years of age, going on 38. So he'll be 38 when he fights Canelo Alvarez. Floyd had already had 2 fights at 154. He had the fight with Miguel Cotto, and he had the fight with Oscar De La Hoya, right?
Experience is the foundation of Kell Brook's observations. He has put Golovkin's brute might and Crawford's skill to the test, and his viewpoint is valid. Brook claims that Canelo need a unique combination of quickness, cunning, and toughness to defeat. Crawford cannot afford to rely too much on his typical cadence. He needs to diffuse Canelo's pressure and foresee counterattacks. His patience and response time will be put to the test in each round. Brook stressed that there is more to this battle than mere physical combat. It is a mental battle in which tactics must change on the go.
You know, it's a wow fight. You know what I mean? It's two supreme athletes fighting against each other. But you've got to sway towards Canelo. Crawford's gonna have to move up. And, I knew when I boxed Golovkin, there's a big difference, especially with someone that, fighting a middleweight, a mediocre world champion's it's okay. But when you're fighting someone like, Canelo or Golovkin, it's a different kettle of fish, I have to lean towards Canelo, but, Crawford's very, very, very good.
You think Crawford's still got the legs? Obviously, he's very much got great IQ in the ring, but he's very much a good mover as well. Do you feel like he's still got the legs to be maybe out-moving Canelo if he needs to?
Well, I don't know. I think when we look back at Mayweather when he beat Canelo, he's a mover. Crawford's not really like Mayweather in that aspect. It's like he's more. He kind of sets his feet. And he's cute with how he approaches chucking shots and moving. You know what I mean? I think it's a different fight to Mayweather, and Canelo's obviously a different fighter from when he boxed Mayweather. But like I say, it's one of them what we've got to tune into and watch. Both unbelievable fighters, but I'd have to favour Canelo. Just his size and his experience and just his ring generalship,
Terence Crawford is becoming seen by boxing experts and fans as the most formidable opponent Canelo has faced in recent memory. This impression is based on Crawford's wide toolkit, highlight wins, and steady performances rather than just hype. There is a lot of excitement because of his ability to fight from any stance, change his pace, and evaluate opponents on the fly. Nowadays, a lot of people view this contest as a confrontation between two highly skilled experts with different approaches. This type of bout is what gets both casual and die-hard boxing fans interested.
I'm gonna be real with y'all. Terence Crawford is top 5. Top 5, I'll die on that hill. He's my top. He might be top 3. I just gotta see what's up. But I'm gonna be real. This Canelo might be the most fucking locked in Canelo I've ever seen in my life. My boy Canelo is too fucking locked. He's not even speaking Spanish no more. He's speaking fluid ass English. He's not even Spanish no more. Oh boy said, how will this affect the Canelo legacy if Terence Crawford beats you? He's not going to beat me. No, he's not going to beat me. But this will go down in boxing history. But he beat me. He's not beating me. No, you're not different. No, you're no different than no Spanish. Canelo's locked in. Yo, I'm telling you, this is that fight where I feel a little bit scared for my favorite.
And Terence Crawford and his group are aware that they can't just copy what other people have done. They take a completely tailored strategy. Crawford's technique combines accuracy and patience, and his ability to change positions in the middle of a fight puts opponents off balance. Crawford must take chances with well-timed interruptions, rather than careless ones while facing an experienced fighter like Canelo who is accustomed to setting the tempo. He needs to shift the pace, refocus the conversation, and make Canelo feel awkward in his own territory, making him reevaluate. His entire strategy is more important than simply outboxing him.
How is Terence Crawford going to beat Canelo Alvarez? We need to talk about it. When we look at the guys who've had success with Canelo, we'll look at Bivol, we'll look at Golovkin, we'll look at Floyd, and we'll look at Lara. Yes, I'll throw Lara in there, why not? I think all these fights are absolutely irrelevant coming into this bout. Some of them are just dated, or some of these guys' style just cannot apply. For example, a guy in Lara. If Crawford wanted to fight how Lara fought Canelo, he would probably gas out in 7 rounds, or if he made it 12, he just wouldn't get that decision. It's that simple. Let's take a guy in Golovkin. Crawford just simply does not have the punching power, nor do I think he has the gas tank at 68. He's not a good enough puncher to try to fight Canelo like Golovkin. He doesn't have the physical traits, even in the chin department. Then you have Floyd Mayweather. Well, both can have a bit of similarities. The speed, reflexes, technical prowess, IQ, timing, counterpunching, lateral movement. It's just too much from Floyd. I don't think Bud could take much from Floyd's game plan to implement it into his own success in September. And then you have Dimitri. The speed, the technical prowess, the IQ, the length is too much. So essentially, Terence Crawford is going to have to beat Canelo in a way that nobody has ever beaten him or gave him any issues in. I'm going to tell you exactly how Crawford's going to fight. He's going to fight like his damn self. It's too late in his career to change up the game plan. It's too late in his career for him to want to change up the game plan coming to a fight of this magnitude with a style he's never fought before. That will be a recipe for disaster. He's going to be more than likely off the back foot. He's going to be looking for counter shots. And I think there will be a point in this fight where he's simply just trying to survive. I like Crawford. He's an amazing pound-for-pound fighter.
a different animal at 168. This is one of the greatest of all time. I see win scenarios for him, but I don't see him being realistic. I can see him fighting off the back foot, using his speed, timing, and feet to stay away from Canelo, but that's very, very, very unlikely, damn near impossible.
William who? Canelo versus William Skull. William who?
Oscar, being back in New York over here.
No, let's just say Canelo Crawford, in the history of boxing, and this is the facts.
Let's get it.
If you see Thursdays, Fact Thursdays, I speak the facts. All right, I'll even do it for you. A good little man has never beaten a good big man in the history of the game, unless you go back to certain situations with Pacquiao beat me, but I was a dead man walking anyway. But a good little man never beats a good big man, so it's a tough test for Crawford, but I'm not counting him out. The bottom line, this is the truth again, it's a money grab.